I really enjoyed spending time with my family. My wife and I have a son, his name's Charlie. We spend most of our time doing family activities with him. I've been coaching him in baseball and flag football for the last few years. Whether it's baseball or football, if you're going to play for me, my three main rules are first to have good sportsmanship, to always maintain a positive attitude, and then to always give your best effort. That's what I enjoyed from it and took away from it, and that's what I really want to instill in representing people who have been injured on the job. Specifically in the workers' comp arena, this is something I'm passionate about. I think a lot of people are really terrified if they're gone for 3 months, 6 months for an injury, that they're not going to be needed whenever they're ready to return. Workers' comp was created to take fault out of the system. Accidents happen. It doesn't matter if it was your own fault or even just partially your fault. As long as you had an accident on the job, then you're covered under workers' comp.
I was a front-end loader operator for a concrete company. I just parked the loader and I was just throwing chunks in there by hand. The parking brake failed. Next thing I knew, the bucket was on top of me. Got my leg from the knee down and it's just pushing me into the pile of concrete. And I'm pinned, I can't get out. The workman's comp people were sending me to doctors that they were like, oh, this looks bruised to me. Well, my ankle and my calf were the size of my thigh. I'd had about 12 spinal injections. Probably had 5 or 6 shots directly into the nerve in my foot, my heel. Nothing was working. During this process of not getting paid and not having any representation, I lost my apartment. My vehicle was repossessed. I had them in for some folks at church. I'd have been living in the streets. I decided to hire an attorney. I called Ryan Bisher Ryan Simons. For the first time since the injury and going through everything, I felt I was going to come out of this. I felt like a family member was taken care of. There was no BS. It was just, here's what we're going to do, and if you need us, let us know. Everybody was helpful, understanding of my situation. If you ever need this type of service, and God forbid you don't, and you want to be treated like your injury is the most important injury in the world, then you need to call this firm. The word thank you gets thrown around a lot. I don't think there's a word that I can tell them that would be praise enough for what they did. I just don't think there's a word.